Before you start recording, preparation is key. Make sure your camera is fully charged, your micro SD card is formatted and ready, and your tripod or monopod is stable. Test your gear ahead of time, ideally the night before, to avoid last-minute surprises with battery life, connectivity, or storage. A quick lens cleaning can also save you from distracting smudges that would otherwise appear in every direction of your shot. When setting up your tripod, remember that it becomes part of the scene. Low-profile tripods or monopods designed for 360 cameras reduce their visibility in the final footage. If you're outdoors, stabilize your setup with a sandbag to prevent shaking or tipping in the wind. For most educational content, positioning the camera at eye level will give viewers a natural and comfortable perspective. Of course, you can experiment with higher or lower angles for creative effect, but keep changes smooth and gradual to avoid disorienting your audience. Once your equipment is ready, think carefully about camera placement. Place the camera at the center of the action so that viewers feel like they're inside the environment. Maintain at least 2 to 3 feet of distance from walls, objects, or people. This helps avoid distortion and awkward stitching. Always be mindful of the stitch line, which is where the images from each lens meet. Keeping important subjects away from this line will minimize seams or distortions in your final video. Even small shifts, moving the camera slightly left, right, up, or down, can make a big difference in hiding distractions or improving perspective. When recording, stability and smoothness are essential. For stationary shots, use a tripod or monopod and keep the camera level. Let the environment provide the action, whether it's a classroom discussion, a lab setup, or a busy workshop floor. For dynamic shots, you might mount the camera to a moving object, like a cart, or carry it on a monopod while walking. Move slowly and deliberately, and if your camera has built-in stabilization, be sure to turn it on. Lighting is another critical factor. Uneven lighting exaggerates stitching errors, so whenever possible, shoot in evenly lit environments. If you're in a dim room, a panoramic LED light can help illuminate the space without casting harsh shadows. Audio also plays an important role in immersion. If your camera supports spatial audio, consider using an ambisonic microphone. This will capture sound from all directions, giving your students a more authentic sense of presence. If you don't have one, just be mindful of background noise and avoid speaking too close to the camera unless that's intentional for your lesson. Before you begin recording, use your app to preview the scene. Check your resolution and frame rate. 5.7K at 30 frames per second is a good starting point for most educational projects. Remember that 360 video resolution works differently than traditional video. That 5.7K is spread across the entire sphere, not just the small window your students will see at once. For that reason, always capture at the highest resolution your camera supports. Capturing quality 360 media comes down to careful setup, thoughtful placement, smooth movement, good lighting, and clear audio. Each choice you make, where you place the camera, how you move it, what you emphasize in the scene, shapes the experience your students will have when they explore your content.